Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Jazzy at Video Store Sasquatch here, and we are doing another streaming Saturday. I have two movies here for you. Both of them are for Hulu, both of them from earlier this year. The first one is The Amateur, directed by James Hawes, starring Rami Malek as Heller, Rachel Brosnan as Sarah, John Barenthal as the Bear, and Alvin Milton as Slater. When a supervisor at the CIA refuse to take action after his wife is killed in a London terrorist attack, a decoder takes matters into his own hands. This movie was way better than I thought it was gonna be. Honestly, I think that Rami Malek took the role, did just amazing things with it. John Barrymore kind of just shows up. Michael Stahlberg is really good as the one of the bad guys. Julianne Nicholson, really good. Holt McCallany is in this as well. Kate Sumter, Adrian Martinez. There's a bunch of good people in this movie, and there's a couple good twists and turns in it as well. It's a good story. I believe it's a remake. I saw that I didn't know that it was a remake until just seeing this. And I thought they did a very good job of it. I think that it's very stylish. I think that it looks very good. I wish I would have seen this in theaters. It would have been nice to see it on that bigger screen. I forget what was out around this time, but it just didn't happen. It had a budget of 60 million. It had an opening of 14 million and a gross of 96 million. So I mean that's a hit, no matter which way you look at it. Made more than half its money back. More than made its money back and half of that. Lawrence Fishburne also shows up in this. I don't think I said that. So basically, we start off with the opening scene of his wife leaving for London, and then we kind of get into their relationship a little bit by meeting both of these characters. And then he goes to work, kind of see what he does at work, and then after that, um, he comes back home. He goes back to work, and the work then it's kind of he's met there by Holt McConaughey, who's his boss, and he's like, that doesn't surprise me that you don't watch the news, but we need to come up. And this is where he finds out that his wife died. And not the fact that she died, she was also like one of the key people that the news kind of brought up of her being kidnapped and shown to this terrorist group that was attacking the London area. And it just kind of happened to be attacking her area, and it just kind of unfolded there with her. And then unfortunately, she got caught up into it. He learns all the stuff he can learn after this about these guys because that's what his job is. The CIA is like a information guy, and as he's doing this, he kind of realizes that his bosses may be involved with some of the stuff that they're trying to cover up. That's kind of how his in is to get the bosses to agree to train him to kill at least, and then from there we get a good revenge story. We there's a B or a C story of him like being a computer, or him being a decoder, and then him having a buddy or a friend that he doesn't know who it is, and then they eventually meet, and they help each other, throughout the movie. So this movie's really good. I give it a C plus for sure. It definitely got great action in it. Like I said, it had style in it. It had everything you wanted in it. My trepidation of seeing this movie was kind of unfounded. I kind of feel bad. And then let's just talk about Rachel Brosnan. Kind of this whole year is going to be kind of her year with Superman, this movie, and I think she's in another movie that comes out later in the year. So these actresses and actors, like, we found these actresses and actors are trying to like finding ways to get into 3 or 4 movies a year, like kind of like Margaret Qualley last year, where we kind of got to see a different aspect of her in 3 different movies. I think Anna Hathaway is doing that next year with 3 different movies. So, or it was either Anna Hathaway or Natalie Portman, I can't remember. So it'll be interesting to see how this progresses with her. Definitely recommend this movie. Like I said, it's on Hulu. Um, that is The Amateur, directed by James Hawes. And unfortunately, I watched this next movie. I believe it's a George R. Romero story. I'm not really positive, but it is The Lost Lands, directed by Paul W. S. Anderson, starring Mila Jovovich as Gray Alice, Dave Bautista as Boyce, and Arlie Jover as the Enforcer. Queen sends a powerful and feared sorceress, Gray Alice, to the ghostly wilderness of the Lost Land in search of a magical power where the sorceress and her guide, the drifter Boyce, must outwit and outfight man and demon. This is a long way to kind of be like a werewolf movie. To be honest with you, Dave Bautista is kind of the ending here. It had a budget of $55 million, had an opening of $1 million, had a gross of 6.2 million. I think the audiences kind of agree with me when I say this movie is just kind of a disaster. That's why I give it a D overall for disaster. We open up with Dave Bautista talking about stories of magic and witches and beasts and blah blah blah, and then we meet Gray Alice. And there's just so much CGI in this movie that it's kind of like hard to like even watch. This is one of the hard ones to watch with the CGIs and the different stuff going on in the backgrounds of this stuff, and on top of it, the story is kind of like three times done over and over. You know what I mean? There's so much things. I expect more from a Paul W. S. Anderson movie, to be honest with you. But so we're at where we meet the witch, who is Gray Alice, and then she kind of survives something through the religious group that's running the kind of area. We end up finding out that Gray Alice can't refuse anyone a wish. And this is kind of like a little. This is where kind of try to be a little bit too clever with everything because she kind of manipulates all this stuff to kind of work into her favor of like like how the devil will give you three wishes, but in reality he's gonna screw you on all three of them. It's kind of what she does here to everyone that asks for her wishes and put upon her. She says she can't refuse no one, but at the same time she kind of screws over everyone. I think it's just trying to be too smart. I believe this is a George R. Romero story, which is really unfortunate because I think instead of writing stuff like this, he could be writing Game of Thrones or other stuff to kind of finish off that part of his like legacy. Um, Maybe the book is way better than the movie. It has to be because the movie just is not very good, and that is In the Lost Lands, directed by Paul W. S. Anderson. Thank you guys very much for watching this week. Let me know if you guys seen these two movies, what you guys thought of the performances of Remy Malek and The Amateur, and Dave Bautista and Mila Jovovich and in The Lost Lands. Thank you guys very much for watching, and please have a good rest of your day or night. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Comment your top movie picks for Throwback Thursday in the comments section. And see you next time in the cave.